Are you thinking about buying your first home? Tired of paying rent and paying someone else's mortgage? Have you ever thought about how much money you spend each year on rent? If that thought makes you feel like throwing up, you came to the right place. What's up everyone? My name is Joe Majorana. I'm a realtor in Boston, but today's video is for everyone who's been thinking about or planning to buy their own home in the future. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and make sure you hit the like button for that YouTube algorithm. Okay, so maybe you're planning to buy a home in 3 to 6 months, a year, or even 2 years from now. Or maybe you're just curious. It is a huge milestone to be able to buy your own home here in the United States. And it could be a very important step to creating wealth. Let's say that you're currently renting an apartment for $2,500 per month. Over a year, that is $30,000 that you're paying in rent. $30,000 for someone else's mortgage. Now, if we take this same example and you're paying your own mortgage for $2,500 per month, you're putting $30,000 into the home equity. Joe, what do you mean? What is home equity? Equity in your home is the difference between the home's current value and what you owe on the home. For example, easy numbers. Let's say your home is currently valued at $100,000 and your existing mortgage is $80,000. So you have $20,000 in home equity. Appreciation caused by inflation, which we're in right now. We're going to talk about inflation and housing in a future video, so make sure you hit subscribe. And appreciation can also be created through improvements on the home or property. And the other factor that can increase equity is paying down your mortgage. So as you pay off your mortgage, that money is in a way held in the value of the home. This is important in the value of your home when you go to sell it. So you're technically not throwing away money paying down your mortgage like you are when you pay your rent, right? Because you're paying down your mortgage for a home that you own, that you're going to be able to sell. Whereas you're paying rent for an apartment that you're not going to be able to sell. You're really not going to get that money back. Okay, let's go through the steps of buying your first home. Number 1, find a real estate agent. If you are planning to live in or around Boston, that's me. Make sure you send me an email. But why do you need to use a realtor? First off, using a buyer's agent is completely free for the buyer. You get access to market knowledge and data, guidance through the whole process from start to end. Someone there to answer all your questions for free. So let me explain how buyer agents actually get paid. When the seller puts their home up for sale and they're using another listing agent or seller's agent, they agree to a commission. The listing agent usually uses half of that commission and offers it to a buyer agent who could bring in a buyer who is qualified to buy the home. So when deals close is when agents actually get paid. Up to then, they work for you for free. So as a buyer's agent, we don't get paid until we get the job done. Okay, so that's number 1, find an agent. Number 2, get pre-approved. So the reason I didn't put this as number 1 is because an agent should have the connections to 1, 2, or 3 loan officers who will be able to get you pre-approved. So what is pre-approval? What is pre-qualification? Are they the same? No, they're not. There's a difference. So pre-approval is more of a deep dive into your financial statements and status. They look at your income. How much is your debt? With this information, the lender is going to be able to determine the maximum amount of money that you can borrow to purchase a home, as well as determine the interest rate. With a pre-qual, you don't take so much of a deep dive into your financial records, and it is basically just an estimate. In the end, you're going to have to get pre-approved anyways, so just get pre-approved. So many times people will get pre-approved and understand that they should be looking for homes at a lower price point. So that's another good thing about getting pre-approved early is that you're not going to waste your time or fall in love with a home that you can't afford. So now you have your agent, now you have your pre-approval. What's next? I always say determine your wants and needs. What do you actually want in your home versus what do you actually need in your home? If this is your first home, it will probably not be your last or your dream home. What is most important to you? Is having a guest bedroom very important? Is the location number 1? Do you need an open concept kitchen or would you just like one? Determine the top factors so that you know when you see a property that this makes sense to put an offer on. So now you've been searching for your home for weeks, every single weekend, and you finally found the one that you want to put an offer for. What do you do now? What goes into an offer? What are addendums, contingencies? Do you need to do an inspection? What is purchase and sale? We'll talk about this and more in part 2 of the video. Make sure to subscribe so you won't miss out. And if this video was helpful to you, give it a thumbs up. My name is Joe Majorana, and if you are interested in working together, even if you have questions about buying a home in general and you're not even looking to buy in Boston, make sure you send me an email. And I will see you on the next video.